Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our mess. If only right now I could just pause the video and just fast forward it all. We didn't have to really do all the work. And then it was just cleaned up, which really it's no, I can't even lie. It's bad. I was gonna say it's not that bad, but it's bad. It's really bad.
It's a bad obstacle course in there.
It is. It is. A lot of big stuff. Anyways, we're gonna kind of pull some things out here because we need to do our yearly equipment checkup to see what's gonna stay and what's gonna go. And yeah, we just kind of do it about this time every year. And yeah,
See what we're gonna upgrade.
Yeah. So TQ ran back in to switch out her shoes real quick. It's super muddy from all that snow melting off yesterday. We probably had 3 to 4 inches, guys, in certain spots. In the fall time, though, what we like to do is take all of our handhelds, backpack blowers, other than the ones that we're using out for snow, blowing off, you know, walkways and stuff like that. We like to take them, empty all the fuel out, and then we just run them until they're dry. It's what I've come to find works the best. We have used some fuel stabilizers in the past. Chevron makes one, Stable makes one, and they work fine as well. But most of the time we're trimming up until mid-November-ish, depending on how the season goes. And the trimmers and stuff really only sit for about 2 to 3 months tops. So let's go ahead and check everything out. We're gonna basically go through it, get everything fueled up, see what starts, what's giving us issues starting. The stuff that needs maintenance, we'll take out and get maintenance. So what I would recommend for you guys to do is when you buy equipment, start yourself a spreadsheet on your computer and log all the information for the trimmers with your serial numbers, the date you purchased them, and you know, like warranty date, stuff like that, and just keep all of that documented so it makes it easier. You can just pull it up on a computer real quick. We know if we got a trimmer in here that's 3 years old, 4 years old, 2 years old, 1 year old, same with the backpacks and stuff like that. It's a really just simple way to keep track of equipment as it comes and goes, because as your business grows and you bring more in, it can become a bit hectic to keep track of all this stuff.
Yep.
All right, moment of truth. Get some fuel inside those bulbs. Normally when you empty them, it takes a few extras. Put the choke on. Go ahead, TQ, you do the first pull of the year. 5 pulls. We like 2 pulls. So this is our newest 94. I think that's almost our oldest. Is it?
Yeah.
How's it doing?
It's shutting off.
That one is?
Yeah, it's running a little rough.
Okay, so I'll put this on the good side. TQ will put that one on that side. We'll get that one serviced a bit. Yeah, I think that one we were having issues at the end of the year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, this one here. So if you remember, we hydro dipped some of the units. So this one is actually our oldest. So we're gonna fill it up and see how it runs.
Very true. This is my oldest trimmer. I've had this trimmer since 2015 or 14, I want to say. It's a Still FS 90R. I love this trimmer. I'll never get rid of it as long as it keeps running. So
they don't make 90Rs anymore, correct?
I don't believe. They might still make them. Honestly, I don't remember. I actually think they went to the 91R, and I'm not a big fan of that one. Yeah. Go ahead, you can fire that one up.
Now the bulb for this one's on top.
Same with this one. like it fired up okay?
Yeah.
Come on, girl. All right, let me see if I can hold some gas to it, see if we can get it to go. These older ones sometimes can be tricky.
Sounds pretty good after it gets running.
Yeah, it's fine. This trimmer will never let me down, ever.
I'll put this one in the service pile.
Okay. So if you've not seen this one, we do not use this trimmer. This is TQ's custom. It's kind of dusty right now, I'll be honest with you. Needs a good cleaning. But this is TQ's. I made this for her for Christmas one year. It's a customized, I mean, from top to bottom, polished steel shaft here. Everything on this thing is fully custom. It was literally taken completely apart. It's never had fuel in it. It will probably never have fuel in it. And yeah, someday it'll go in our office whenever we either have the shop or buy the shop or build the shop or whatever we end up doing there. Video on that, I know, will be coming here very soon.
I absolutely love the color on it.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. So it was a very expensive gift, I'll say it like that, to have made that will never probably run in its lifetime.
Maybe one day. I don't know. What else we got in there?
All right, so here's another really old one. This is another FS90R. We'll have to put some fuel in it real quick. We use this one mainly just for cutting like saplings and brush, thicker stuff. We keep a saw blade on it. This one was giving us a lot of issues last year. We had it serviced a couple times and it kept giving us more issues. So it'll probably be this one's last year. Might go to like another 130, or might even switch over and grab an Echo. We're thinking about trying out the Echo 2620s again. TQ likes a really light trimmer, and with those 94s, they're about 10 and a half pounds once we take the trimmer guards off of them. I know some of you always ask about that. It's just personal preference. We don't tell you to do that, but when we're trimming as much as we trim, we want the trimmer head to be as light as possible, and it removes about a half pound, and you notice it off the end.
Right.
Bubble's not really grabbing fuel real well on this one, so we'll see if it goes. I'm actually surprised this one started up. Well, I was going to, but it's running good, running strong. So
service pile?
I don't know.
I mean, we should always have it serviced for sure, but
if you notice here, the nipple's not fully expanded, so it tells me it's not getting a ton of. Oh, never mind. Yeah, service pile. It literally just cracked on me right whenever I pushed it that last time.
All right.
So yeah, ran good though. But hey,
yeah.
The bubbles sometimes on these when they're out in the weather, a lot of times you'll get like dry rot almost, and yeah, it's not a big deal for them to swap a nipple out pretty quickly.
And for me, I like to have my nails done, and I use the tip of my nails to push the bubble, and sometimes
TQ just sabotaged me.
It wasn't me.
Sabotage.
I didn't touch the bubble.
All right, so we're gonna try the backpacks out. Now we use these for leaf cleanup way into late December And we've also used them off and on throughout the snow season. We do have one in the one truck for snow season just in case we still need it. So we know that one's good to go. I think this one towards the end of fall though, we were having some issues out of. So I'm gonna check into it, make sure, and if we need to, we'll get it serviced. That's TQ's old one though. This is a BR 800, that's a BR 600.
And I love my 600 just because of the weight and how it like fits on my back because I have a shorter torso area. So let's see if it starts back up. We might just have to upgrade it.
Right.
You know, get another 600.
This one seems okay for now. What's that?
I don't know.
This one's gonna go in for service. I think we're just gonna go ahead and take both these in for service. Little change of plans here. Our driveway is just so saturated. We literally have water coming off that hillside right now running from all the snow. So we're not gonna take everything out here because it's just gonna get super muddy. So we'll let that dry up. We're supposed to have really nice weather this week. So later on this week, we'll get all this taken out. But I know that little grandstand had a dead battery on it. So we're gonna go ahead and fire all these up and just to see if anything's changed in a month since I was last out here. We do not drain the fuel out of our mowers. All we do is add some stabilizer to them. And it's worked out really, really well for us. All right, so the multi-force is good. Our mowers don't sit long enough, guys, for me to want to take the batteries off of them. Years ago, when I didn't do snow and didn't do fall cleanup so late into the year, I would go ahead and do that. But anymore, we don't worry about it. We just run them so late into the season, and then we're right back at it at the end of March, early April. And yeah, some of them we run for snow removal. But anyways, let's go ahead. We'll check the HDX here. This is the 60. The little one over here, we gotta get cleaned up. A chicken pooped all over it. Must have been roosting up in there. This one's good. Pull the choke. Little bang bang in there. Yeah. Woo. Woo. Go ahead and try this one. Yeah. Try not to choke it because we think last time a few people commented and said I may have flooded it. So just try it for now like that. I think the battery's going to be dead. Okay. Yep. All right, I'll go get the battery jumper and I'll be right back. All right, so best thing ever is this little battery jumper. One of our subscribers sent this to us, probably been a couple years ago now, but I'll tell you what, In a pinch, this thing works phenomenal. You don't have to charge it that often. It also comes like with a little, I don't even know what you call it, like a little cigarette lighter charger thing. Anyways, works really, really well. You just take that prong there, push it in. It'll start flashing, okay? Now that'll go solid whenever you have a good contact. See how it went solid now? All right, we let that baby run for a little bit here. We actually got our first duck egg, so that's super exciting. I'll plug a picture up here. TQ went ahead and took them in, and yeah, we knew they would at some point, but we weren't sure exactly when, and now is when. All right, guys, so we just got here to the car wash. A bunch of four-wheelers pulled out right before us. This is why we get kicked out of these places, guys, like right here. You cannot come into a guy's car wash, which this guy just revamped this entire car wash, and leave messes like that. It's stupid. That's so disrespectful. Like, we'll clean a little bit of dirt off stuff, but we always clean up our mess. I would never leave just, that's not gonna go anywhere.